Hey, it's me, Size7. Welcome to part 24 of my Library of Ruina walkthrough. I'll get right into it with reading Nemo's page because I didn't unlock it in the last part. But here we go. We live in turbulent times when wings are destined to fall behind in the market if they don't respond to patent disputes effectively, big or small. It's one of the reasons patent wars are that much important. Those megacorporations sue one another for patent infringement or accuse one another for stealing their patent. Us small fries can watch the giants clash without worrying about getting caught in the crossfire. In fact, we benefit from such conflict. There are unspoken rules that you need to remember to keep your stake in a patent war. One must patent their technology separately for areas outside of the nest or other domain under their jurisdiction. One must avoid admitting to infringement before carefully reviewing the lawsuit. The rights to a technology cannot be protected if its details were publicized through advertisements or such before the patent was registered, etc. Patent wars break out for so many reasons, it'll take a day and a half to list them out. And that's Nemo. And I made some decks with their key pages. This one is my new defense deck to kind of take over Anton's job. A whole bunch of defensive power and synergizes really well with social distancing and shyness. It also has the added benefit of gaining us endurance anytime we spend charge after we get emotion level 2. It's pretty easy. And I mean, these cards are really good here. Like, this is just a really solid deck overall. Also made one with Bada's page. It just focuses on damage, obviously high level acrobatics. Any card that costs 3 or higher, all dice gain +1 power. So we're really focusing on devastating thrash. And then Lion's Fist adding extra power for blunt dice. So tons of damage, tons of stagger damage too with this heavy hearted forte. And then anytime you spend charge with this page, you also gain strength. 1 strength for the next scene. So they're really solid cards. This floor is basically just built for damage right now. We'll get into the next story. The most recent case of the distortion, the crying children, it's not quite comparable to the pianist, but the damage it's caused is still rather severe. Since the crying children appeared in B Corp's nest, out the back streets, multiple associations are troubled. Director, could you remind us about how many casualties it has caused? It amounts to 80,000 as of now. It's still better than the pianist, which took 300,000 lives in one fell swoop. Not quite. This is in fact more severe than the pianist. The pianist only annihilated the residential area of the back streets of District 9. The crying children struck the nest, which makes this case especially critical. Yeah, the nest is supposed to be the safest place of all. Hey there, Zhao. When did you come here? Section 1 is on high alert, you see. I'm here to ask what Section 2 thinks of this matter. Come on, be honest, Director Zhao. Cecile. Anyway, the president of our association must be looking daggers at our backs. May give a briefing on the information we've gathered about the crying children so far. Yes, sir. Philip, the man who is suspected to be the origin of the crying children, was a fixer working at Dawn Office. Dawn Office was a grade 4 office located in Nest V. It was an associate office affiliated with the Liu and showed decent performance with a fair lineup. That reminds me, isn't that where Salvador was? That is correct. He used to be a hotshot in his prime, though he's only a washed-up old man now. Going back to the briefing, the Dawn Office has closed business after all of its fixers died in the library. Except for one, Philip. Philip was a grade 5 fixer, Being the only survivor, Philip paid a visit to Wedge Office, a partner of Dawn Office.
쐐기 사무소도 도서관에 먹혔지.
Then the Wedge Office fell victim to the library. There's too little we can deduce from the story so far. Isn't it too speculative to assume that Philip is the crying children? Actually, there's some evidence to back this up. A fixer allegedly witnessed a marble statue crying near the library. According to them, the sound of wailing could be heard from afar, so I suspect it spent quite some time crying loudly. Yeah, that sounds like something Philip would do. Then the statue's shape began shifting. Don't tell me, it turned into Philip? Apparently yes, although the transformation was imperfect. The eyewitness account had striking similarities to Philip's appearance as listed in official documents. However, the entity's skin, clothes, and everything is all composed of wax according to what they say, or what they saw. That thing wasn't human. Afterwards, Philip returned to where the Dawn Office was, and another wail could be heard from that location for quite a while. Not long after that, it started destroying everything around it except for the Dawn Office. I can't see a single feature that resembles Philip from the reports describing its appearance there though. Some cases of distortion can change their forms, so perhaps this was one such case. This is a tricky one. What do you think, Zhao? Even though it's not crystal clear, it is plausible. I can't help but suspect the library. We know nothing about the reason it distorted the way it did. I guess, yeah. E Corp has hired Liu Association as a whole regarding this matter. They requested us to acquire any and everything that appears to be related to the distortion, or dispose of it if the situation does not allow it. Any of our workforce will be allocated for tasks regarding the library for a while. The president and branch leaders must have lapped up this request since a wing made it. Every street in the city is going to be in a violent mess for some time. Where is Section 2 going to begin? We're starting out by investigating the library first, naturally. Of course, that won't be the only thing we'll be working on with our manpower. What about Section 1? Section 1 will start with eliminating the crying children as the president directed. It's the most urgent matter that needs to be taken care of right now. You're taking tough work right from the get-go. I'm sure you won't have trouble handling it, Zhao. But still, be careful. You're such a lovebird, Director Lowell. There's quite a few associate offices to help them out, so it should be fine. Besides, we're talking about the Maiden of Iron herself. There's absolutely nothing to worry about. He's still keeping the memories he had as a human even after turning into that? There were several abnormalities that would talk about their own pasts too. It's not entirely impossible for it to happen. Yeah, fair. The others I've seen in here could talk to an extent. Rewatching this scene, it doesn't feel any better. I didn't expect him to break down so badly. Thought he did an okay job overcoming his flaws. Maybe he could have succeeded. However, no matter how capable you may be, you will still fall if you don't hold on to your way with an upright mindset. He should have been especially extra cautious not to succumb to the unstable side he always had. That's how it is, huh? Okay, so we have 2 acts, we only get 1 floor. And this is Liu Section 2. These guys have some really good cards. Sturdy defense. Probably one of the more useful cards in the game. That 8 to 17 on its second dice deals like a ton of stagger damage and you draw a card off of it, so it's really useful. Emotional Turbulence. All dice on this page gain a +1 power for every 2 emotion levels. And it inflicts a lot of burn, so this card is really good for just pretty much in every deck. It's really nice. Flow of the Sword, bunch of burn damage, pretty okay rolls. Inner Ardor, it's okay. 6 to 10 is kind of hard to clash with at this point in the game. And then Rushdown can reduce the power of target's current defensive dice by 2. That's kind of bad, considering I'm running a hyper defensive deck, or at least a setup for HOD, so I have to make sure not to clash with those. And we've got 5 of them, and I think they're using, 2 dice each, so this is going to be brutal. My eyes shall look straight ahead as we advance. One's actions should not be a detriment to all. It may not be the kind of task we usually handle, but surely it can be dealt with in the same way. Remember the protocol, let's not get nervous. Lots of damage coming in. So you're better off if this card gets played against you just not attacking or not trying to clash with it, because then you'll only get hit by the 3 to 6 burn. Okay, I can win that easily. So I'm not too worried about this, like this isn't a lot of damage to worry about. And a good little strategy here is to basically just put as much damage on one of their characters as possible and try to at least stagger them, so that way you don't have to worry about as much in the following turn. Yep, we got one staggered already. I can gain a whole bunch of charge here. That should be good. See, I don't know if this will be enough to kill. I might have to send one more attack here. just to make sure. Can't afford to dwell on personal feelings. All we can do is move onward in silence. Can't back down now, despite the risk. How rash. A single mistake resulted in this. Okay, we've almost got a stagger here. So I've got everything going for this. And 4 charge to boost power of all dice on this page by +2, and then this is the power of it. So it's got +2 because of the high level acrobatics, another +1 to all these cards, and then whole blunt dice gain another +1. They're really strong. Now we can fire off an energy beam, and the energy beam can destroy a dice if it wins a clash, which it easily should. 13 to 21 is really good. If we're super lucky, it could roll a 21 and just flat out get a stagger. To be really nice. Yeah, look at that, staggered right off the bat. It's another reason why I like running Devastating Thrash, because the animation for it's so cool. Fire off another energy beam. Okay, that should be these guys taken out. Actually, I might have to finish off the one that I staggered this scene. Oh, never mind. They're dead as hell. Now we've got even more of them. And we're looking okay. Seo's kind of hurt. You can see this background bar here actually shows how much health they currently have. My 3 main damage dealers are doing okay. Or I guess 3 main clashers, probably a better way to put it. But this is just basically a repeat of the last act. But what's good about this is that we have a whole bunch of emotion level right as we go into this fight. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's currently a helicopter doing its thing outside. Yeah, I don't want to clash with that there. That's a good clash for me. So I'm going to use this just for the emotion level. I will use energy cycle to gain charge. I'm not sure if you can gain charge and then spend it in the same turn. I'm pretty sure that doesn't work. I'm not 100%. I guess we can test it here. So this will gain 5 charge, including if the evade dice wins, and then Ready Up should spend it. It actually works that way. So let's find out. Alright, gain 7 charge. Oh yeah, it looks like it actually spent it. Okay, that's cool. I wasn't 100% sure if it did or not. Alright, good stagger. Now we have Black Swan to play. Ooh, and Letitia? I'm probably just gonna play both of these this turn. We'll play that there. And this here. Look at all that. That's awesome. So those 2 mass attacks will kill this staggered person. Honestly, it'll probably stagger everyone except this back one, so I'll actually have to worry about these clashes. Alright, let's see the damage. Yeah, look at that. They'll just got wrecked. Alright, this should finish it off. It's section 2 down. We got a whole bunch of their cards. I think we've got the Liu Association coming to the library. What kind of association is it? It's a combat-oriented association specializing in all-out war. Basically the polar opposite of the sheet we received the other day. The library's reception structure acted as a strategic advantage against the Shi Association. It's an ideal stage for the Liu. I mean, each association employs different strategies depending on its areas of expertise and atmosphere. Yep, just like the two associations we talked about, for example, they're complete opposites. I could get a glimpse of that from the association's atmosphere. I wonder if the people who appear to hold rather high positions will come to the library in the future. It's me. If they do though, it'll be a huge pain in the ass for sure. I see. There's not much I can do to help alleviate that, so good luck taking the trouble. Hey, that's messed up. We'll burn a whole bunch of these. These are just really good cards. The actual key page is okay too. Not this one, but I'm at the passive ability. Fervor, offensive dice gain +1 power at emotion level 3 or above. I kind of want to add this to this deck. I think I'll get rid of Ready Up, put that in. And so there's Sharp as Nails, we'll put in Emotional Turbulence. Kind of tempted to put it in this too. Just get rid of one Devastating Thrash. Actually, maybe not, because I'm synergizing a lot with Blunt Dice with this, so. Probably make some different decks with those cards off recording. Let's see what part 2 holds for us. We've been receiving reports recently that cases of the distortion are growing exponentially, centered around Nest L. Even private hospices are reluctant to take the work, going so far as to cancel contracts one-sidedly. Not only would they shun requests about dealing with distortions, they'd also avoid any task related to the library as well. I guess it was to be expected. There's a reason the Liu was put in charge. Director, I heard that Section 1 has sent us a report about the distortion. Yeah, that's why I called you here. We both know how we're encouraged to take records of the distortion in order to gather data, right? Yes, and our records can only be shown to those in close proximity to a Moonlight Stone, product of M Corp's singularity, which we're obliged to carry for our mission, so it doesn't matter much to us. What they sent is no ordinary report, is it? If you're sharing it with us... I got that right. There's something that irked me about the footage that came with it. Long story short, the Liu South Section 1 has failed to capture the crying children. Was the team wiped out? No, they just missed it. But Section 1, led by Director Zhao of all people too, couldn't capture it. This can't be an average urban nightmare. Has it been exalted recently? Watch the footage first. It starts around here. Stay sharp, people. We never back down no matter what happens. Yes, ma'am. Director, the crying children just fell to the ground. I won't be flying anymore with that messed up body. We're almost there. This is the final push, so give it your all. Director, there's someone... What? Ah, you poor thing. Section 1 of the Liu is out for your blood, a little kid. Isn't it sad that no one recognizes the pure and clean melody flowing within you? The blue reverberation. Hi there. Been a while, huh? Your greeting is as sharp and bitey as I remember. I don't know what you're up to this time, but I'd be glad if you could gently retreat and stay out of this. I'm only here to take that pitiful friend, rejected by everyone, that's all. Injured, abandoned, and about to be struck down by the likes of you. How sad. All he wanted to do was cry. I would shed tears for him. Almost. Cut the nonsense. What more could you possibly want to justify doing this? I doubt a fixer at your standing would feel that anything is insufficient. Don't think being a color will save you. If you keep snooping around pulling nonsense like this, your elimination will be in order one day. You feel that nothing is insufficient. Eliminated. Tell me, are you satisfied with your current life? Affluence on the surface isn't all there is to it. A corner of my heart is always empty. When I try to fill it with useless things, it only gets bigger and strangles me. Yes, I'm looking for something. It's something that has to fit in that void. I think I found it, but I've yet to claim it. I can't wait for the day I fill that emptiness and make myself whole. Oh, is yours filled already? Filled by a person dear to you. Don't yap your mouth any further. I can't dare to crack a joke under your fierce gaze. I hate to see each other's insides today, so could you kindly put this scary fellow away? Just one last question. What in the wing's name are you planning to do with a monster like that? That's a funny question. When there's a pitiful thing on the street, everyone gets the urge to bring it home and adore it, no? I think this one could join me. It looks like an interesting specimen, too. Don't you agree, Oswald? He smells too sour right now, but in our hands he'll be letting off a dirty stench in no time. This weird sourness is what you get if you don't know how to wash a body right. I was just about to neaten him nicely, but Mr. Funnybones over there had to send him elsewhere. What even? Bottom line is, us taking him shouldn't bother you at all. If I took him, he'd stop destroying this nest any further. In other words, I'm saving you the fundamental trouble of taking care of him. No, that's all the more reason to stop you. For us, capturing the distortion is an option. Creatures are everywhere in the city. Does it have to be this poor friend? Starting to get tired of talking, so let's wrap up our friendly conversation here. Oswald, give them a show for me. Miss Mermaid, Mr. Knife, it's time to show the skills we've honed and wet. This place will be filled with thunderous cheers and wondrous applause. Damn it. Director, give us an order. Blue reverberation. Three of us can go to a quiet place for some private talk. Pluto. But of course. The blue reverberation. I don't get it. Why would a fixer at such a high grade do something like that? That's beyond anyone's understanding for now. Only the blue reverberation himself knows. Anyway, even though the team had no problem handling the troopers of the 8 o'clock circus, the blue reverberation vanished with the crying children in the meantime. Section 1 will be staying at the temporary base for a few more days to secure samples of other distortions. That's why they hadn't come back by this morning. I was wondering if anything happened to them.
걱정 많으시겠어요, 부장님.
You must be worried a lot, Director.
아니,
Not at all.
차오라서
I trust in Zhao.
믿고 있으니까. 그건 그거고.
Setting that aside, how's our situation?
저희 이과도
Section 2 isn't exactly doing much better.
협력사무소들을
The staff we dispatched to Nestle have reported several casualties, including a sizable number of associate offices.
이대로 가다가는
If we continue, we might be in serious trouble.
그래.
Yeah, we can't just sit here and take the losses forever.
하지만 아예 수학이 없는 것도
We did make some progress, though.
뒤틀림 현상이
We found that every
발생했을
person who was subject to the distortion phenomenon was under extreme emotional stress.
감정적
Emotional
스트레스 말입니다.
stress, sir?
감정적으로 극한의 상태에 모든
Seems evident
자들이
that those who manifested
뒤틀림을
distortion were
발현한다는
emotionally
것만큼은
pressured to an extreme.
하지만
But the
누가
thing is,
도시에서
I mean, the
스트레스를
city
받지
doesn't get
않고
stressed in their
살아가겠어요.
life, really.
전부
Everyone's
끝까지
holding their
참고 사는 거지.
anguish within themselves.
바로 그거야. 여기서부터는 내 추측인데.
Exactly. This is my speculation, but it might be that the distortion occurs when the emotions bottling up inside exceed a certain threshold.
그 미묘한 선이 어디일지
What that threshold may be, or how high it may be, is still a mystery, though.
부장님 말씀대로면
Your hypothesis is sound. The only ways to stop the distortion altogether would be to reduce people's stress or heighten each person's threshold,
도시에서는 둘 다 불가능하지.
neither of which is possible in the city.
이 정도의 단서만으로는
There still isn't enough
완벽히
evidence to
밝혀내는 게
prove it.
어렵습니다.
We need more
더
info.
많은 정보가 필요해요.
뭐
Well, it's our job as fixers to fix the problems we're paid to solve. We got to see what else can be done.
움직여봐야지. 이번 초대장에 많은 기대를 걸고 있으니
I have high expectations for this invitation. Let's buck up a little.
네, 알겠습니다.
Understood.
그나저나 부장님.
By the way, Director, how's that one thing going? Hmm? Oh, are you talking about me entering the dumpling making contest?
경연대회 아니지.
No, wait, I never told anyone but Zhao about that.
아니요.
No, I mean the preparation for your first wedding anniversary next month.
둥지 이주권을
I heard you're gonna give her a
선물로
nest migration permit as a present.
뭐? 그걸 어떻게?
What? How did you?
그새
Word
퍼즐.
spread so quickly.
부장님도 참.
Come on, Director. Everyone in Section 2's gossiping about how you're spending your newlywed life with Director Zhao, the Maiden of Iron.
우선 그 이야기는
Let's save that for after we finished our work.
네.
Yes, sir.
그리고 세실은 나중에
And
이야기.
Cecile, we should have a little chat later.
예,
Yes, sir.
푸른 잔향에 무엇을
Still
목표로
unsure what the Blue
하는지는
Vibration's goal is, but I think I get one thing for certain.
또라이라는 것?
He's an absolute nutcase?
모르겠네. 농담하자는 게
I'm not in
아니야.
the mood for jokes.
지금까지 봐온 대로라면
From what we've seen so far, the Blue Vibration was gathering distortions.
아니,
No, I'm not sure if they can be called as such. Distortions that are capable of thinking and acting rationally?
확실히 지금까지 봐온
Sure, that's what he seems to be doing, but
이유는 모르겠네.
still don't have a clue
저런
why.
놈들을 모아서
What's a bunch
뭘
of freaks
하겠다는
going
건지.
to do?
무엇이든 간에 좋은 일은 아닐 것 같아.
Whatever it may be, I don't think it will be a good thing.
어쨌든
In any case, we're wasting our time by pondering over a question we'll never figure out the answer to on our own.
뭐 그것도
Well,
그래.
that's a good point.
그건 그렇고.
So I suppose it's common for fixers to start families?
하는가 봐.
빈번하지. 서로 얼굴만
Oh, it
떼고
is.
사정을
They're often in
넘기는
life or death
거니까.
situations together, working face to face.
대개는 비극으로
Most end in
끝나.
trady, though.
해결사 일에
If a couple is
몸담고
staying in the
살아간다면
fixer business, it won't take long until only one of them remains.
나처럼 말이야.
Exhibit A. Me.
그러네.
Good point.
해결사도
That fixer is about to meet his end here, too.
너무 쉽게 말하는데.
Speaking way too casually about it.
롤랑.
Sigh. Roland, I'll say this before you get sentimental.
저 사람은
He could very well make the choice to not come to the library,
하지만 자신의 선택으로 이곳에
but they still choose to come here out of their own volition.
도시 악몽 이상으로 가면
Urban nightmares and
그런
beyond are
선택이
no longer a matter of choice.
보이지 않는 강제성이
Urban nightmares and stars of the city are designated as such because they're an Invisible sense of compulsion involved.
보이지 않는
Invisible
강박성?
compulsion?
그렇다고
Doesn't change the
해서
fact that they're
그들이
able to make
선택할 수 있다는
choices.
사실은 변하지 않아. 그렇게 소중한 게
If they have
있다면
things they cherish so much, why should they risk their lives by going to a dangerous place?
선택의 자유가
They have the liberty of choice.
엔젤라, 네가 전에 말한
Angela,
대로
you're right when you said no one is truly free in this city.
선택과 자유,
Choice and liberty, the
소중한
things they
것을
cherish so
마음에
much.
도시에서 살아가는
People's
사람들은
desires clash and
그저 개인의
intertwine
욕망이 얽히고
with one
살고
another to create
보이지
an
않는
entangable
사슬을
chain.
만들어낼 뿐이야.
That's life in the city.
저들이 협회의 명령에
Them coming
따른
here
것을
as the
보는 것도
association ordered,
그동안 도서관에서
all the
잠든
guests ending up
수많은
as books in the library,
내가 일을 위해
me leaving the
잠시
house for
집을
urgent work.
떠나고 자유에 따른 선택처럼
It might seem like
보이지만
choices made out of free will, but in truth, our hands were forced by the shackles of others' desires.
그래서
So,
저들을
are you saying that I
배려하기
shouldn't pursue my freedom because I must show consideration for them?
위해 난 기계라서
Because I'm a machine? Because I'm unworthy?
아니,
No, it's got nothing to do with those.
하지만 이런 방법으로 얻은 자유는
If you keep trying to earn freedom this way, the karma will come back to strangle you one day.
헛소리 집어치워.
Enough of
그건
that
그거.
drivel. This is this, and that is that.
도착했습니다.
And we're here.
생각보다
This place looks a lot more antiquated than I expected.
그러게 말이야.
It does for sure.
부장님 신혼집도
Are you gonna decorate your house in this style, Director?
샤오는 좀 더 귀여운 걸 좋아.
Well, Zhao prefers something cute.
메이.
Mate, stop asking silly things and focus on work.
일과 부장님의
Oh, so that's our
취향이
Section 1 Director's taste, I see.
참고하도록
I'll take
하겠습니다.
note of that.
환영합니다, 손님.
Greetings, dear guests.
저는 이곳의
I'm Angela,
관장이자
the director and librarian of my
엔젤라입니다.
role's namesake.
우리는
We're the fixers of Section 2 of the Liu Association Southern Branch.
초대장에 적힌 책을
We've come to retrieve the books listed on your invitation.
시련을 극복하신다면
You may take them if you can overcome the ordeals.
더
Do you have anything else to say? The situation is pressing. Any quick guidance would be appreciated.
들어갈 수
초대장에 적힌 책들이
Are the books truly worth risking your life
당신의
over,
목숨을 걸
however?
만큼 가치
무슨 소리지?
What do you mean?
행복한 일상을
I'm asking if they're valuable enough for you to give up the joys of everyday life.
인간의 삶이
A
궁금한
machine that's
주제인가요?
curious about the life of humans, huh?
당신이 말한
This is what I must do to protect the joys of life you just mentioned.
하고 싶어서 하는 일은
There aren't a lot of things that are done out of one's own volition, and we can't exactly afford to skip on work we don't feel like doing.
그렇군요.
I see.
떠밀렸다는
So you were coerced into making this choice.
이제 들어가도록
May we
하자.
enter now?
네,
You may.
부디
May you find your
당신의
book
책을
in this place.
찾으실 수 있기를.
Oh man, what a heavy storyline. Okay. So again, we've got 2 acts, 1 floor, and we start off with these goons. I attempted to change Seo's page. Like maybe I should have made a burning deck with Unseo Page of the Crying Children. But then I don't want to have anyone to synergize with the bleed on this floor. It should be fine. Maybe. Liu is overpowered by none. I think I read all those other ones in part 1. So we'll let the counter dice from here clash with this. I'm trying to choose good clashes, but they rolled so high on their first speed die. Kind of hard to get anything. Alright, counter dice putting in work. Alright, so unfortunately taking a lot of damage on Shao, but everyone else is be okay. And I can spend some charge here, do a bunch of damage. Actually, I want to take this clash here, gain more charge. Fortunately, I'm not putting a lot of damage on the staggered guy, though. Alright, I think this is good enough. Hopefully. Alright, got him killed. They can get the stagger there. And that should kill. Okay, I don't really have the charge to spend here. I guess what I could do is absorb impact. Actually, I don't know which will go first. Because if I play it like this, and this clash happens first, then Devastating Thrash can actually spend charge. I'll see if that works. Okay, the energy beam will stagger here. We'll just put more damage on this one. And I think that's good. Okay, that's good. Absorb Impact went first. And look how close those clashes are. Actually could have been really bad for me. Alright, good stagger. We didn't have to worry about that last card. So now I get to choose who I want to get the kill with to give them emotion coins. On a kill, you gain 3 emotion coins, and everyone on the opposing side gains 3 negative emotion coins. I think I'll get those on Piper. You can see she just got an emotion level up from that. Now here's Act 2, where we get Lowell, Cecil, and May. So they have some pretty... the same standard thing, but with a mass attack. So forming Storm isn't an actual attack. You use it, and then you get a mass attack card the next scene. The thing about this card is that it can actually still negate mass attacks. So if I use like Black Swan, then that 8 to 20 could still clash against the mass attack. They also have pretty good passive attributes. Whenever the motion level rises, recover 15% of max HP. That's crazy. For him, let's see. He gains strength and endurance every time his motion level goes up. And then he recovers the HP and stagger resist every time his motion level increases. She just gets stagger resist and she just gets health. And then the 2 adds. Cecil has some pretty good cards. Iron Wall is really good. It's definitely something I'm going to add to my defense decks because it gives you endurance and it has really good block dice. Gill Kick's also pretty good for Pierce decks. And then May has... I'm not even going to try to pronounce that. which is pretty good. The 8 to 21, and it inflicts a ton of burn damage. And she's got high kicks, which just draw cards. Let's do this. I'm prepared, moving out now. Cecil, May, are you ready? We shall not let them attack us from our back. We'll push forward with a steadfast spirit. Think? Actually, no. I want to focus this back one down. I can also play Black Swan with someone too. Which actually probably should do. Can't play with her, and she's the only one that can't play. Oh no. Guess I'll play with him. I kind of want to choose at least one of these cards to eat, so I'll try to eat those dice. Alright, a ton of good damage there. Look at that stagger damage off of a deflect. It's so good. I love playing defensive decks. Even though it doesn't feel like they're insanely strong. They're just fun to play. Yeah, so he doesn't have any light. Can make up for it this turn, and look at what they're playing. They're all just using these 0 costs. That's why Black Swan's so strong. Let's see, what do I want to do? Could stagger me, but I don't want to kill her because I haven't gotten their emotion level up at all. Actually, I want her to clash with someone. But she needs her emotion level up. She's still at 2. Battle is ongoing, it's not finished yet. I'm sorry, thank you for your efforts. Now's the time for action, don't be discouraged. Okay, so he's playing Forming Storm, which I don't actually have to clash against. Can probably get a stagger here. And then I need to kill this guy. So now he's playing his mass attack, 8 to 20. Probably not gonna win against this, since it's an individual attack. Go ahead and debuff Cecil. That'll stagger him. This is tough because I don't want to kill him, but I will if I send out some attacks. Actually, might have killed him. Oops. And Black Swan's charged up. Sorry, Director, I could have toughed it out. Something about retaliating, but dead as hell. That was a fun fight. Ooh, cool, I got a spider head.
그래, 결국 이렇게 되는 거지.
Yep, this is how it's bound to end, I guess.
나는 잘 모르겠네.
Not sure I understand.
행복한 일상을
The things people must do in order to secure the joys of ordinary life, people's mindset when they do such work. The reason your attitude has suddenly changed when you had no problem laughing off the deaths of numerous other people in the city who are no different from them.
왜 난 이 모든 걸
And most of all, the reason
이해할 수
I
없는지까지.
can't understand all this.
타인의 불행은 내가 어쩔 도리가 없잖아.
There's nothing I can do about the misfortune of others.
내가 손댈 수
I
없는
just learned to
기적을
lightly
가볍게
brush off the
바라보는
tragedies I
방법을
can't do
배웠었고,
anything to help with.
우선
Laughing
남기지
things
않으면
off is the
견딜 수
only way to
없으니까.
stay sane in this city.
하지만 내가 안고
Still
가야
can't help
하는
but laugh a
아직도
bitter laugh
쓰는
about
것들을
matters I should take responsibility for, though.
뭐 결론도 안 나는 일에
Well, I suppose
매달려봤자
dwelling on
자기
a problem
목표를
without a
버리지.
conclusion would be considered strangling yourself.
이번 일은 내가 너무
I'll admit,
감정적이었어.
I got too emotional this time.
엔젤라,
Never
네가
meant to say
자유를
you're
얻을
unworthy
자격이
to gain
없다는
freedom or
뜻은
anything, Angela.
그건 그거고
That's that, and this is
이거니까.
this.
알고 있어.
I know, both you and I are bearing
상처
many
구성인데.
wounds.
나도
My words were too harsh,
말이
too.
심했어.
그래 좋게
Alright,
해결하자고.
be cool.
우리
Let's just
둘이
let it
싸워서
slide.
좋을 거
Fighting each
뭐니?
other won't do us any good. Now to burn some books. Did I actually just get all Cecil's? Hold up. I didn't get May or Lowell. Okay. I think I will save the reading of their credenzas for next time after I finish farming up their key pages. Now, where was that? Where did I unlock the spider head for? Oh, it was him. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, I like that. Cool stuff. Got even more, a Star of the City. This is actually a really tough battle. Kinda surprised it went so smoothly. The first time I went through it, it got so close to me losing back in the day. But we'll see what happens in the next one. Peace.